Doc, let's talk about the week. What's it like sort of having that sort of prospect of not having to play a game this weekend?
Yeah, we're obviously it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy one with the COVID situation at Collingwood. So we're kind of just waiting for a bus, but we don't know when the bus is arriving. And there's been no update on the timetable, so we're just sitting, waiting.
Is this sort of a stark reminder of the realism of what COVID can be like, especially now finals?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, obviously, but in the end, I think the integrity of the competition, you don't want a final to be decided because of player availability. So, the decision to postpone is sound. We just have to obviously manage out the back of that. But at the moment, we're a bit light on for information as to what's going to happen exactly. So we're just in a bit of a holding pattern. Our training hasn't been changed at this point, but once we've got an end date, then we'll just work back from there.
While we sort of got a bit of time to talk about it, I guess, how's the squad going? Is there any sort of injury updates or anything else that we should be aware of?
Yeah, well, obviously, the time off the game, the week off, is going to provide the opportunity for everyone to, be physically ready. And so I think from an injury perspective, hopefully come the preliminary final, whatever it may be, we should be, pretty much close to full strength, unless something untoward happens in the meantime. Clearly, the only challenge point is, we've got 2 players who won't be available because of suspension. So, it's really challenging for those players and really disappointing for our team. But, that's just going to have to be a challenge we overcome.
Easy, thank you.
No worries.
All right, we'll go Tom from Channel 9, please.
G'day, Doc. Yeah, I was just following on from Shakes. You're going to say, how do you sort of manage the group, I guess, given the uncertainties, to just try and keep it as normal as possible with a routine week of training?
That's it. Yeah. So, we try and stay in the same rhythm. We train Monday, Wednesday, Friday from the start of pre-season until we're finished. And so that's what we'll continue to do. And yeah, there's still lots of stuff to work on. We can, continue to get better. We can make sure that, the squad's really healthy and as fit as they possibly can be. And then obviously, as soon as we've got some certainty from the AFL, then we'll, be able to have a more specific plan. But the reality is it probably, wouldn't modify what we're doing dramatically anyway. It'll just, we'll just tailor it a little bit once we've got exact dates and clearly after the weekend, an opponent.
Yeah, great. That's brilliant. Thanks, Doc.
No worries, mate.
Ellie?
Hey, Doc, just a quick one from me. Stevie Lee Thompson and Sarah Allen obviously playing their 50th games next week, if it all goes to plan with COVID and stuff. How much of an impact have they made to the club since your time there?
Oh, yeah, obviously both massive parts of our team. And obviously we celebrated Ebony's 50th really hard when she got to that milestone. But these two are equally as significant. Sarah's, captained the side for the majority of the season in Chelsea's absence. Stevie's in the leadership group this year. She's been a leading goal kicker in the league. She now doesn't play down there as much, but they're both just really pivotal figures in our group, and they have great influence. And if we contemplate what the group looks like moving forward, I think their influence already is going to be really significant in terms of the way they've brought young players through. And Sarah's only a very young player herself anyway, but so we're really, really pleased for them. And, we'll, obviously acknowledge that milestone when it ticks over. But the great thing is that, we've had one, now we're having another couple. And as the seasons roll on, this will become the norm, which is great.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries.
Do we have any other questions?
I do have, Danny. I just remembered one that I forgot to mention. Doc, just with today's announcement, at Essendon, they've announced their AFLW coach. Is it something that you hope to look forward to or pass on the baton to a female coach when you finish your time up at the Crows?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the natural progression across the league, that we'll see more and more female coaches coming through the ranks. And, we've got a number of outstanding candidates that have either been here in previous seasons or who are with us at the moment. So I think that's going to be a natural progression. Ultimately, the position will be handed to the best candidate, male or female. I think that's the appropriate thing, but we are really committed to making sure that we enhance the pathway, that we give as much opportunity as we possibly can to aspiring coaches, players, administrators. It's that's part of the gig.
Do you believe? Sorry to interrupt. Do you believe you have some in your coaching panel right now that are capable of coaching at the AFLW level?
Yep, absolutely. And obviously, we had Narelle here for the previous 3 seasons, who I think is more than capable as well. So no, I don't have any doubt that there's going to be more, and that there are already really viable candidates, and they'll become even more so as their experience increases, and as the exposure of all of these talented players that are coming through as they step into the coaching ranks. I think there'll be another wave of really good coaches coming through.
I guess sort of for your future, is it something that you're enjoying doing and want to continue to do long term, or is it something that you would look to Nathan Buckley, Mick Malthouse style, I guess, down the track? not that term, not that chaotic, obviously.
That went beautifully. I think we should really strive to replicate that. No, I'm loving the job, mate. It's a hell of a lot of fun, and but I won't do it forever. It's there'll be something else to get onto at some point. But the reality is, I probably couldn't have had any more fun over the last 4 seasons, and so it's pretty hard to step away from something that you love doing. So I'll endeavour to do it for a little bit longer, but but I'm obviously mindful that coaches are only ever 1 season away from getting sacked, so that'll come soon enough.
Terrible description, sorry, but thank you.